Today we are going to discuss AWS Lambda, one of the very well-known compute service provided by AWS platform. So AWS Lambda is it comes under category of serverless compute service because user don't have to worry about provisioning or managing the servers. Instead, they can focus on writing uh, business logic only, and they can then upload the code to Lambda platform and it can be deployed immediately. For deployment, whatever servers or backend needed, that user don't have to worry about. Instead, Lambda will take care of launching that many servers and managing them. So it means AWS Lambda takes out the pain of deployment, managing the infrastructure and all. So there are few key features that makes AWS Lambda different than the other serverless compute services. Out of that, first one is serverless computing. That is, if you want to deploy Lambda, you don't have to worry about deploy the deployment hardware, or you don't have to worry about the server where your Lambda function will get executed. You just have to write down and focus on business logic of your application. Once you deploy the application, whatever servers, what like irrespective of how many servers are required, it can then accordingly manage completely by the Lambda side. Second thing is this service is event driven service. That is, we can trigger this function based on any event from AWS platform. For example, we can trigger some AWS Lambda function based on insertions happening to S3 bucket. Third important feature is pay as you go. That is, the function when called that will consume some CPU time and some memory. So whatever time is consumed by function to handle some request will be charged. That is, if your function is not called at all, you don't have to pay anything for that. So this makes it very popular among startup world because in startup world, when they want to launch application, they are not aware of what exact volume of request will come to their application immediately after launching. That's why they used to prefer this service for deploying the application, that is AWS Lambda. Third one is scalable. Lambda makes your application scalable. So if traffic spikes, if there is a higher, if there is a random spike in your traffic coming to your application, it can handle that also. Last one is the language is supported by AWS. It supports Node.js, Python, Java, Go, and again there are many other languages supported by AWS. So in the next lecture, we will see how we can launch AWS